And we're back. So, having successfully disposed of Lord Pendleton's brothers by having their tongues cut out and putting them to work in their own mines, and then conveniently not telling him about that, because no doubt, no matter how much he actually hates his brothers, that would probably cause him to snap and all. So after all of that mess, and dragging home a small fortune in gold from looting everything that we could find, we're here to see what Havelock and Martin have for us to do now in terms of who we'll be murdering next.
Martin's devised our next move. There's a footnote in Campbell's journal that tells us the Lord Regent's mistress sat for a portrait with Sokolov, the painter and royal physician. He'll be able to give us her name. Sokolov lives
and
on
we care about
Bridge,
who the Lord
time,
Regent is sleeping with.
The
Why
catch is,
exactly?
Can
you tell me that?
While Sokolov is
Because
at his apartment
I'm
on
not
the bridge.
seeing the
Samuel
importance.
can get you close to the bridge, but you'll have to find Sokolov. Bring him back here intact, and it'll enable us to make our next move. I can't believe what you've done so far. Escaping from Coldridge, taking down the High Overseer, recovering Emily. You make this old military man proud. That's it then.
Okay, so it looks like there's no time to rest before our next mission, for one thing, which is certainly a difference. Wait, how did Pendleton get down here so fast? That's certainly a bit unusual. He was up on some... He was up somewhere on that tower or something when we left him. How did he get here so quickly? Really? Anyways, before I go off and do this next mission, I need to find Piero and see about getting some new equipment or a few upgrades, I think. Hey there, Piero. What you got for me?
Ask me for any gear you need.
Alright, show me what you got. And we have just over 1,500 coins. But before we go into buying the upgrades, I am going to get as many sleep darts as I can hold, just so I have enough of them. Now, we have some upgrades we can do. And I can only make probably a handful of them. But first thing that we're going to want to do is going to be the combat sleep dart upgrades. Sleep darts take effect immediately and even during combat. 600 gold for that. And we can get one more upgrade. And the one I am going to go for is crossbow range, so we can hit enemies who are further away. Seems like a handy one to have. And that's everything we can afford for upgrades. I would like to get the bolt capacity. To double the number we can carry would be especially handy, especially for sleep darts, considering how much I use them, but we're short 100 gold to be able to do that. And we unfortunately can't sell stuff, even though we can buy it. Let's see. Hell with it. I'll buy a couple of crossbow bolts. They're the lethal variety, but you never know when this kind of thing will come in handy. You really never know. Anyways, that's all the shopping we are going to do, so let's head down here. There's apparently a couple of runes nearby. I'm gonna try and find those, I think. Because there's a couple of powers that I'd really like to be able to make some upgrades to, and we need the runes for this. Not sure where they are. I might have to check out the sewers for these. That's the only thing I can think of, because yeah, just based on the fact that they're down, well, sewers would be my guess. So we'll give the sewers another look. And indeed they are. I'll take that. Ancient note. Blah blah blah. Don't care. And there is the other one. There's a couple around here. Got the runes. Now we'll open this up, and we can get the hell out of here.
Of the city walk, or stilt walkers in their work. The city is not yet secure.
Now let's head up here, and I'm just gonna take a little peek around the area in case there's any other stuff that I happened to miss earlier on. Well, we found a plate that's worth 100 gold. A rewire tool. And a bit more money. Can never complain about more cash, right? Who's this?
Hello, Mr. Corvo.
Cecilia?
I'll be getting on with my work then.
Huh. Okay. Now let's see. Not gonna bother with the books, but I will look around for more money and things that we can sell for money. That's a bit more money. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna do now.
Attention. Your
I have
first
to make sure I
responsibility
didn't
is to
miss
the
something
city's
after
health.
all.
A spouse, parent, or child showing plague symptoms must be reported. No exceptions.
Alrighty. Couple more coins over there. And yeah, I'm just basically checking everywhere to see if there's anything of value that I can take. Because we need some more money to be able to buy some upgrades from Piero, and I didn't think before this that there might be money for stuff like that lying around the Hound Pit pub. I really should have thought about that, but I did not. It would seem that I'm a bit of an idiot when it comes to things like that. What we got in here? Out of crystal. That's a bit more money. What we got in here? A book I don't care about?
Attention. Please report lights or strange noises
Open
emanating
this.
from evacuated districts.
Processed whale oil. Okay. And we got Havelock's journal, which I am going to read. Havelock, log entry 1. It has been days since our men were dispatched to stash weapons for Corvo in the old sewer. They have not returned, so I can only hope that they succeeded in getting the packages delivered. Piero spent considerable time and resources making those things. If I could find a way to mass-produce them, the Dunwall Navy would secure its place as the dominant force on the globe. But back to Corvo. Can he actually break out of Coldridge, and if so, will he make his way here? I personally give him odds of 1 in 5. Well, we beat those odds quite handily. I'm glad to see we managed to surpass Havelock's expectations by living. Entry 2. Well, seeing as that we've invested in the right man with Corvo, not only did he free Martin from the office of the High Overseer, but he went into that viper's nest and sorted out Campbell personally. With Corvo in our company, I suspect there is no one in the world we cannot touch. We are now committed to this path. There is no turning back. And entry 3. Pendleton was willing to go further than I thought. He served up his own flesh and blood to the cause, and I can see that he's truly loyal to the Empire. Could I have done the same if my brother was still alive today? Probably. Undoubtedly. Many innocents must be sacrificed for the good of Dunwall. Every loyal watchman that falls beneath Corvo's blade is giving his life for the Empire. Fortunately, there probably won't be too many of those because I'm avoiding randomly murdering people. A little bit more cash. But yeah, if I'm looking at that right, then that journal should be updated every time we do a mission. So hopefully I remember to come back there and see Havelock's journal every time, because it'd be kind of neat to see his thoughts on the whole thing. See what's in there. Pouch with a bit of money. And let's head up the stairs. That's just walled off. Didn't mean to do that, but oh well. Open this door. And we're in our room. That sound that the game makes whenever we walk in here is a little bit chilling, I have to admit. And I just noticed this, but our bed apparently doesn't have a mattress. Is this resistance so badly so strapped for cash that they have to not put a mattress on Corvo's bed? That would be a bit mental, honestly. But it wouldn't overly surprise me either. Not overly surprise me. Let's get a bit more processed whale oil. And just have a little peek around. In case there's something of value that we can nab. Nothing in that dumpster. Don't know why I expected there would be, though. It's a dumpster. Why would someone keep something of value in a dumpster? Though to be fair, the idea of what's valuable does tend to vary from person to person, so there's that. Some feathers worth a bit of money. That works, I guess. And that's me falling into the sewer. Just because I forgot to close that. So, rectified now. And I should have thought of this before, but we have 5 runes now, so I can make some upgrades. And the first one I want to do, I think, is blink up to level 2. So now we can blink forward a bit more, which would be nice. But I still have a couple of runes left I could use to get some abilities. I'm deliberately avoiding picking up Dark Vision at the moment, for one very particular reason. I find, and this is generally from a couple of the Let's Plays I've watched of this game in my own time, that Dark Vision seems to make things just a little bit too easy. To be honest. It just sort of trivializes a lot of stuff. I'm not interested in a devouring swarm of rats or in Wind Blast. For one, both of those are extremely lethal. For two, the only real use there is for stuff like Wind Blast is if you want to, just for a laugh, knock guards into those walls of light and watch them be disintegrated. That can be kind of cool, but other than that, it doesn't really matter. There's bend time, of course, if I want to slow down time, give myself a bit of an escape chance. Possession might eventually be kind of nice, but and it gives you more opportunities for how you're moving around, but I think I'm just going to avoid that. And in fact, the only other powers that I think I'm honestly going to get for myself will be Agility and Shadow Kill. As I do the odd kill, then the ability to turn people to ash when they die so that people I kill end up not being bodies and therefore not raising the alarm would be quite nice. So is increasing jump height, for that matter. So, what I'm going to go for now will be the agility boost. I'll have to pick up 2 more runes somewhere for another level of Shadow Kill, though. We only have the one Bone Charm, but I'm not really using those right now, so there's that. Okay. Go to here and get Pierre's workshop key. Go back into Pierre's workshop again. For whatever reason. chain. Let's start making our way up now. Just so we can explore the upper levels a little. That's Corvo's room over there. We've already been in that part of things. But there's this tower over here, which I don't believe we visited yet, and that one over there.
Callista, I don't want to look around right now.
Of course. We can give you the tour later.
And this is Emily's
I was
room,
wondering-
eh?
Do you think my mother is really dead? I saw her get stabbed, but she was still alive and got better. Is that possible?
Sorry, Emily. But no.
Yeah, just Emily wondering if her mom could somehow still be alive. Understandable. Well, I suppose.
Flowers everywhere. And thousands of people wept because
Hey
they
there.
miss her.
I wish I could have seen it.
I'm sorry, dear.
Hey, Callisto.
I've been planning for Emily. Lesson plans are together. A schedule is prepared. We will make life as normal as possible here.
As normal as possible, she says. Well, from the impression I've gotten of Emily so far, I don't think she's that interested in normal, honestly.
I mean, this place isn't as pretty as the Golden Cat, but I like it better anyway.
Good, good.
You can see the tower across the river from here. That's where my mother died.
Okay. Now the thing I want to figure out is how does Emily get up and down from here? Because... oh, right. The front door, which we are magically not able to access. Have I mentioned how weird that is? That we can't use the front door of the bloody tower that the heir to the throne is in? That's just so bizarre. I should be able to open that door and get in. Also, the fact that the intercom does nothing. Anyways. Before we go anywhere, how much money have I managed to pick up? 587. So I could afford one more upgrade if I wanted. If I didn't get one of the 600s, that is.
Ask me for any gear you need.
So let's see what Piero has. Upgrades. Crossbow reload I'm a little bit short on, but don't really care for that. Bolt capacity. I think that would be very handy, actually, so I am going to get that. Accuracy and reload are the next two I care about. So we'll need 900. For that. I'm sorry? How does that work exactly? Okay, so I did not realize this before, but apparently, well, I'm going to check again just to be sure of
Ask
this
me for
before I
any
say
gear
that.
you need.
Yeah. That upgrade that increases the number of crossbow bolts we can hold doesn't affect our sleep bolts, which we can only have 10 of. That strikes me as kind of bizarre, that bolt capacity wouldn't be for all types of bolts. Maybe the specialized ammunition takes up more room or something? I don't know. Anyways, that'll be the last upgrade I ever do for that, in this case. So I probably won't do anything else down there. And next two things I'm going to want to pick up, reload and accuracy, so I need another 900 for that. And I'm not going to spend any more right now. So now that we got that out of the way, let's get going.
I know you don't have much time, but don't forget to upgrade your gear with Piero, if you like.
Already done, Samuel.
Off
Let's
to
get
Caldwell's
going.
Bridge, sir. We'll get our sleep later.
Yeah, off we go.
Just climb aboard when you're ready.
The Royal Physician. You've been asked to abduct Anton Sokolov, the Royal Physician and head of the Academy of Natural Philosophy. Your new allies want to obtain from Sokolov the name of the Lord Regent's mistress, a mysterious ally and one of his most powerful noble supporters. Sokolov lives in a large apartment somewhere atop Caldwell's Bridge. Okay then. Off we go.
What do you think, Corvo? Caldwell's Bridge. You've been in the city for years, but you lived in Dunwall Tower with the late Empress, so maybe you haven't visited the bridge before tonight. Something to look out for. See all them lights on the water? That's right, we'll be spotted for sure. You're gonna have to shut off their power before I can pick you up.
Okay,
I'll
shut
bring
off
Sokolov
power.
back alive. He's smart. Maybe even smarter than Piero. Got the whole Dunwall under his thumb with all that natural philosophy business. New technology, potions and the like. Seems dangerous to me. But what do I know? Here we are. I'll meet you at the arches under Sokolov's place when you're ready, Corvo. Assuming, of course, you've taken care of those floodlights.
Alrighty then. And drawbridge spotlight. Got our destination.
You understand now. Curfew means ain't nobody allowed to be wandering.
Okay, that was a bit of a cock up on my part.
Give him a severely deadly beating is what.
Okay, yeah, I got it. Severely deadly beating.
Alrighty. And I did it bloody again.
Citizens and visitors to our city, by order of
Let's
the regent,
try
the curfew
and
is
not
now
screw
active.
this up.
No foot traffic is
I'll
allowed
just
across
skip it with
Caldwell's
Blink.
Bridge until curfew is lifted. Attention all citizens. No pedestrian movement is allowed along Caldwell's Bridge
Right.
during this period. Curfew will end tomorrow morning.
There's a
at
rune
sunrise.
just over there, so we got that. Let's get going then.
Did I tell you about the time I almost caught that guy and killed him?
Alright.
Bug someone else.
Let's see. It says it's on the other side. This, but I think we gotta go the way I was going actually, so let's get on with it.
This is ridiculous. Stupid rats. Plague.
Alright. Just there then. Get down.
Let me know if you want to.
Spotlights, eh?
Citizens and visitors to our city, by order of the Regent, the curfew is now active. No foot traffic is allowed across Caldwin's Bridge until curfew is lifted. Attention all citizens. No pedestrian movement is allowed along Caldwin's Bridge during this period. Curfew will end tomorrow morning at sunrise.
I'm thinking I go over there somehow. So, wait on this guy. And open and close this door real quick. Take whatever's in there. And a little bit of indiscriminate rat murder just to be on the safe side. Nothing in there. Probably I need to head up the stairs. Yeah, don't have the warehouse key. Rune ain't far away. Doesn't look like there's anything over here. Might be a person upstairs, but nothing more direct than that. Warehouse key. I can take that route now. Excellent. Open the cabinet. Pick up a bit of money. Take whatever that is. I'll check out up here first. Then go and see that whole business. Ah, I think I see what I have to do. Let's check over here first. Nobody in that place. Had to be sure I wouldn't be getting spotted when I did this. Yes, a little bit of pre-knowledge here on what I have to do to get this gate open. So that is one way to get out there, but as I said, I have this area down here I want to check out first. There's that one guy out there. Well, there's two of them actually. And I gotta go that way to get the rune. So, we're doing this. Okay, so let's have a look-see. There are
Better make a
ruins in
pass
that
over
building
here.
over
Hey,
there.
I heard you got eaten alive at cards. Not now.
But it looks like we can just take that track that I saw above and skip out on that whole thing. So I'm not gonna go out there and try and do it on foot now. As fun as that might be in some ways. I'll take this instead. And we'll go crouchy McCrouch to make sure there are no issues. Or that there are minimal issues in terms of us being seen and the like.
No foot traffic is allowed across Baldwin's Bridge until curfew is lifted. Attention all citizens.
And
No
we're across.
pedestrian movement is allowed along Baldwin's Bridge during this period. Curfew will end tomorrow morning at sunrise.
So whatchamacallit is over there in that building. Alright. Some coins, a bit of food. That door's locked from the other side. Yeah, locked. And I don't have a way to get through like that. Although... there's a couple of bone charms around here and such. If I could get around to the other side of the building, maybe. I might have to drop down for this one. I just pray it works out how I think it will, but...
Citizens and visitors to our city, by order of the Regent, the curfew is now active.
This should work.
No foot traffic is allowed across Baldwin's Bridge until curfew is lifted. Attention all citizens. No pedestrian movement is allowed.
What
along
the hell
Baldwin's Bridge
is
during this
happening
period.
now?
Curfew will end tomorrow morning at sunrise.
Who was it that saw me, honestly? Yeah, I'm not too sure about that one. Who actually bloody saw me?
I gotta stop chewing that. Nothing here. Hey, what's going on there?
Yeah, seriously. Who was it that saw me? That's what I want to know. Because I have no bloody clue. Honestly. Okay. Someone knows that there's something going on. But that's all they know. Okay. You say you'll find me.
Got you now. Assassin, help! Gotta flee.
I respectfully disagree.
Beat him to the house.
here's what we do.
By order of the Regent,
I
the curfew
teleport
is
down
now
there.
active. No foot traffic is allowed across Caldwin's Bridge until curfew
That
is
guy
lifted.
must have been the one who
Attention
caught
all
me.
citizens. No pedestrian movement is allowed along Caldwin's Bridge
There.
during this period. Curfew will end
Got
tomorrow
that.
morning at sunrise.
And I don't need to try and go back that way. We'll open this and take the more reliable route again.
Let me know if you want to take my patrol.
There we are.
It's just ridiculous. Stupid rats. Plague. Elixir.
Okay,
Bunch of crap.
get this out just in case someone comes around the corner. I can knock them out pronto-like. Close that. Eat some cheap food. Waterlock access. I saw something to that effect. No need to be down here then. But on the other hand, there's a bone charm pretty close by. Over to the next area. And there's 2 runes up there. Nice.
Well now, Mr. Pratchett, even a wealthy man like you needs the city watch. Gangs are cutting throats and smashing windows left and right, and the weepers, excuse me, the plague victims are worse. Are you saying the Lord Regent is wrong for imposing curfew?
It won't do you any good to bait me, officer. But don't worry, I'll be fine. I'll profit. A smart man can come out ahead, even in the time of plague.
Sure, like that Sokolov. He's doing fine. Always a lot of exotic items coming and going from his place. Keeps this place running, at least for now.
Yes, yes, if by...
Come out now, or I'll call the city watch.
Okay.
I demand that you show yourself.
Those are upstairs. Now, who was it that almost saw us? That's what I want to know. Well, we'll see soon enough. There's some rooms around here. That one is locked in a safe that has a combination. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. The truth is in the paintings, blah 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 blah. Some money. I'll have a health elixir. Now, what is out here? That's safe. I'm going to have to figure out the combination because it has a rune in it, and I need that rune to be able to make certain upgrades. There's a second rune around here as well, though, so I can afford to wait on the first one.
Again?
Mr. Pratchett can afford to be unconscious. There's that one in the safe. There's another. Wherever the hell that is. Let's see. What is there here? Some bread. Some doorways I can't access. Bit of hemlock essence, I guess. Well, get onto that. I am really burning through these things quite quickly, I'm afraid. Well, I say quite quickly if I use 2 of them, but that's 20% of my supply. So it depends on how you define quickly, I suppose, really. Journal entry part 1, blah blah blah. Take them in this medicinal herbs. And there's the Outsider's rune on one of his shrines.
Rivers
and
change
apparently that's
course
2 of them
lifetimes,
altogether.
And eventually
Handy.
all bridges tumble down. 1,000
Hello
years
there,
ago,
not
there was
Satan.
another city on this spot. The people
fancy
carved
seeing you
bones
here.
of whales into runes and inscribed them with my mark. Children still find them washed up in the river.
know about the runes.
Anton Sokolov
I've
has made a
already
great
used
study of my
quite a
runes,
few of them
but
to
he's
get
not
better
special
at
like
magic
you
and
are.
shit.
He wasn't chosen, and he doesn't wear my mark, so he can't unlock their secrets. Sokolov believes there are specific words and acts that can compel me to appear before him. He searches old temples in Pandysia and ruined sub-basements in the flooded district. He performs disgusting rituals beneath the old abbey. But if he really wants to meet me, he could start by being a bit more interesting.
Interesting, you say? That's one way to put it. Apparently Sokolov is boring to the outsider, and that's why he won't show up when Soki asks. Odd reason, but fine, I suppose. I can do a little power upgrade now, though. If I wanted to get Shadow Kill, I got 2 runes off of that one. And actually, I think I do want Shadow Kill, so we'll get that next. I don't really care for Bloodthirsty or further levels in Vitality, since the overall objective with the way I play is to remain unseen and just get out quickly and all. I might see about bend time at some stage, but probably more interested in upgrading agility and Shadow Kill. Still, I do need to know how I get into this safe. Okay, guys. To be completely honest, in order to get that rune, I actually had to Google what the combination was, because I had no goddamn clue how I was supposed to do it. But I really wanted that rune. So I just eventually had to give in, just Google it. Yeah. Anyways. Okay, got past those guards.
Made us all touch the charger and left for the legal district.
Okay, good. We can't leave.
Stop messing around and come out at
Go fuck yourself. I'm not interested in coming out or anything. I will just move along like this, though, and avoid bloody everything. 'Cause that's how I roll. That's how I roll. I just avoid everything. Okay. Get me up onto here. And there. Not bad. Stupid gut. This is going pretty well. Though, to be perfectly fair, the fact that I'm doing pretty much all my traversals through the use of Blink undoubtedly has something to do with the reason why I'm having so little trouble getting around. This is going on so fast. That is almost certainly part of the reason.
Huh? Clear the line! You're going down.
Down you go.
I can't believe we lost it. What the fuck? Help! Flash it!
Yo, you gotta bleed. Got you now. Get around it.
I'm sorry, what? Yeah, you don't still see me. Of course, they know that I am here now, which may make things a little trickier, but still. Get myself up there. Wait for a little bit of regen, get up here.
Need to go up and check the whale oil?
What for? The lights are working perfect.
Well, there's nothing to do. And I like climbing the pillars.
Just leave the oil tanks be,
Okay.
or they'll break. Why they always gotta put me with you, I just don't know.
Now. Take that and now we throw them into the water, just to make sure nobody can do anything.
I guess everything's tickety-boo. I know something's up.
Now, down like that. Gotta get off to Sokolov's place. They apparently saw me at some point or other. Not sure when that was, but... oh well. Up to his place, and in we go. Well, up to some station. Or are we at his house already? I honestly can't tell. We are not. I'm gonna have a little look around here first before I head off towards Sokolov's house. And there's another room. We're up to 4 or 5 in this level now. I wonder where the 5th is going to be. We will see, I suppose. Though I might just end up not finding it, because
chances are very good.
Not like I plan to find everything, after all. I mean, honestly, if I wanted to find everything there was to find in this game, I would have to do a ridiculous amount of Googling for stuff, and I don't enjoy doing that. We have 2 runes now, so I can't get either agility or shadow kill just yet. I could do bend time, but I think I'm honestly just gonna hold on to the rune. And then just see what happens from there. Can't get past that. Using blink. Under my side here. Now, a bit of copper wire for some Muna. Wire, that'll give me some of the cash I need. I gotta get to Soki's house. Let's head up here. There's a wall of light in the way that I'm going to need to deal with before I get in there, so let's lay him down, pick up that remedy, and turn off something. Or possibly turn on something. I'm not too clear on what that actually bloody did. Oh, that was just for the wheels.
Bad. Could the city get any worse? Indeed, I believe so.
What I need to do is figure a way to turn off that wall of light, or get around it. Oh. The wheel thing for his wall of light is over there. Gotcha. So that's what we got. Do I think? Open. Shield. Drop that. And now Sokolov's wall of light should be ancient history. There we are.
Damn, it's off. Once they get the reliability up, these things are going to be worth the effort.
There we go. And get past them, no issues. I love Blink, I really do. It is so amazing. Just to be able to essentially teleport myself anywhere within my line of sight, pretty much. And bypass them like that. It's a godsend. It really is. Link is just awesome. So now, let's do a little bit more of the awesomeness that is Blink and check out some of the local area. Okay. And for once, I'm just feeling like bringing this up now, because apparently that's how I roll. I'm just noticing that it's broad daylight when we're doing this assassination, which is a pretty interesting time to be doing an... Well, I say assassination. It's more of a kidnapping than anything, really. Because we were told to bring Sokolov back alive, after all. Which is a first for Corvo. I mean, we technically left the Pendleton brothers alive, but at the same time, we did condemn them to life as essentially slaves, doing the same sort of work that they condemned other people to do. So we left them alive, but it's one of those cases where they would most certainly have been better off had I just stabbed them dead. Or something. But, you know, not like they deserved mercy or anything. And I get in his house from above. Nice. Where is Soki? What's the next question? Where is he? Okay, we're back, and I have found Sokolov. It turns out the reason I was missing him is because I was going through the wrong door. Anyways, nighty-night. Enjoy a little bit of a nap. I'll pick up his formula, by the way. And I will be having the last of those runes, his house key, and Sokolov himself. Now we gotta go, and we'll be home free just not too long from now. So I could upgrade my agility to level 2. Or get bend time. I think I'll get level 2 agility, and then level 2 shadow kill, and then bend time if I can find enough runes. So now we can just move faster overall, which I see as just being, well, objectively a good thing. Now let's blink our way over to here. Blink to there. And there. There's a couple of guards hanging out in that place. And here's Samuel. So let's GTFO.
Himself. You made a neat job of it. Drop him here and we'll be off.
Alright, let's get out of here. I apparently killed one civilian. I didn't realize that I killed anyone. I mean, there was that one guard that I dropped in a kind of awkward way, but I didn't realize guards counted as civilians. I'm confused. Also, we found an outsider shrine, and 555 out of 3,600 gold. So, we didn't find much money, but we got a decent amount of it. Enough to make probably one upgrade, if we choose one of the cheaper ones.
They set up a cell for Sokolov in the old kennel. Shackles and everything. It'll be a shock, him waking up in the straw and old dog poop. But from what I hear, he's woken up worse places. Guess we all have at that.
Well, maybe we can manage to win him over, as it were. And he and Piero can start working on some better gear.
Well done. I doubt a dozen soldiers could have done it better.
Thank you.
Sokolov's knowledge will enable us to strike at the Lord Regent directly, and ultimately help you get your life back. Soon, we won't have to hide in the shadows. The royal physician is brilliant, but he was a fool to protect the Lord Regent. Sokolov gave us the elixir, the war machines. He could have made us a great nation. Now he pays the price for siding with a tyrant. You have my thanks, sir. If you wish to get some sleep, now is a good time.
Okay, then. But first, I think I want to wind down and say goodnight to Emily.
I'm working on a new arc pylon. It will perform absolutely stunning acts of destruction, I expect. Normally, I'm a natural philosopher, but today, consider me a humble craftsman here to serve.
We can buy off of Piero. Upgrades and ammunition. I still have 8 of 10 sleep bolts, so I don't think I need to use any more. I could buy a rune, but I prefer just picking them up, honestly. There's I have 842, so we could get reload or accuracy for our crossbow. I'm accurate enough as it is, I think, but faster reload wouldn't hurt. Get me some of that. Accuracy we can get next time, and we only need like 60 more to pull that off, so why not?
Attention citizens, this evening the streets adjacent to Pendleton Manor will be closed for a private ceremony following the tragic loss of 2 of our city's best and brightest, the Lords Custis and Morgan Pendleton. All holdings and parliamentary vote now fall to Lord Trevor Pendleton, who asks for respect during this time of mourning.
Yes, that's really just him playing the role he has to not seem like he had them killed, which he technically did. Whatever. That's the laboratory. Gonna go over to here. Now, get me up to this place and this place. Open the door to Emily's.
Please be as quiet as you can. It took forever for Emily to fall asleep.
Oh, she's already asleep.
Poor dear.
Pity.
It's okay, Emily, I'm here. She seems happier when you're here. Though I know you have important
I
things
would
to do.
like to say goodnight to her.
Out there, in the city.
When I say I of course mean Corvo. I'll take that little bit of ore and bread. Religious gibberish we don't care about.
She still has bad dreams. Though it's understandable given all she's been through. Sometimes she calls out your name. Sometimes she cries for her mother. Little Emily. Someday soon an empress. But only an exhausted child at the moment.
Yeah.
Poor girl. She's been through so much. I hate to say it, but we're counting on you to make things better.
Please, please leave a candle for me. It gets dark in here and I can't see my mother. I just want a candle. Where is Corvo?
Aww. That's so sad. It really is. I love Emily. She's a great character, but when I see stuff like that happening, I just kind of want to hug her. But seeing as we can't really do anything to help with that at the moment, we are going to have to go to bed. And our bed magically has a mattress now that we need to use one. That's awfully convenient. Lord Pendleton has something for us, though. The matter with my brothers has not been pleasant at all, so I don't wish to discuss it further. However, I really must thank you. I've heard that you found some other means of neutralizing them without taking their lives. Ingenious. Wherever they are, even if they are miserable, they are alive at least, so perhaps someday I will see them again. Lord Trevor Pendleton. And we get 200 gold off of that. Yeah, Pendleton, take my word for it and don't go looking for them. You're really better off if you don't see them again, quite frankly.
That looting of evacuated areas is a serious offense.
You are really better off if you do not see them again, so don't go looking for them. In any case, sleep awaits.
Trying times and preserving the time.
Interrogation. The royal physician Anton Sokolov is now in the custody of the Loyalists. Through Sokolov, it will be possible to strike directly at those closest to the Lord Regent. How cooperative will the most brilliant man in the Empire be? He must be swayed or coerced into telling what he knows.
Corvo, wake up! You were making funny faces while you were sleeping.
Hey, Emily.
I decided to nap here in your room while Callista was taking her bath. She told me if there's ever trouble, I should always run here.
Yes, you can stay wherever you want. No need for you to stick in your own room if you're more comfortable somewhere else.
Callista will come get me when she's done with her bath. Thanks, Corvo. It makes me feel better.
Glad to hear it. If it makes you feel better, that's enough. We can't talk to Emily right now. She's doing her studying thing. Just in our room, I guess. Emily's rendering of Corvo. Well, this is a drawing I made of you without your scary mask. And take a close look at that picture. See up top? Daddy. This is one of those subtle references that this game throws in, because in Dishonored 1, it's heavily implied that Corvo is Emily's father.
Let us all praise
Especially Sid's.
The dance of investiture will take place without delay.
Oh, so Martin is the new High Overseer. That can only help our cause.
The
As I was
renovation
saying,
of Baldwin's Bridge will be delayed indefinitely.
as I was saying,
Until then, citizens cross at
Dishonored
their
1
own risk.
heavily implies that Corvo is Emily's father, because there's never any reference or anything to indicate that there is an emperor, or that the empress has any kind of husband or consort. So it's always sort of left up in the air as to who her father is, but it is implied that it's Corvo, because of a couple of environmental things, like that painting she does of us, or drawing rather. Things like that, and just the general relationship between them, as well as the way some dialogue happens. It's implied that
I hope Sokolov will
Corvo
cooperate.
might
I'd hope
be
to have him paint my
Emily's
portrait again
father.
Just me this time. It's not that I object to holding him hostage for a while, since he's been aiding the Lord Regent, but it's a shame. I always found him rather charming.
Is that right?
Anton Sokolov dined with us at the manor several years ago. He is both brilliant and disgusting. I doubt he has changed much.
Anything else?
Bringing in Sokolov was a stroke of genius. The Lord Regent's got the support of most of the noble families. Who knows what bullying he's done to bring them all in line. We need information to break his hold.
Okay, that's interesting. Now,
Royal Physician,
let's
I
have
believe
a
you and Corvo knew
word
each other for
with him.
Unlike you, our friend Corvo knows what loyalty means.
I am loyal to my inner spirit. You are the one consorting with the most wanted man in the Empire.
Yeah,
It's my
go
belief
fuck
that Corvo
yourself,
was innocent in the death of the Empress, and the former spy master, or the Lord Regent, as he calls himself, is a ruthless tyrant bent on destroying this city, the heart of the Empire.
You are mistaken if you think there's love between me and our Lord Regent. But whatever you intend to do here, I assure you, I am beyond petty scared.
Let me in there with him for a few minutes.
Even if they don't
Havelock,
I've heard of a swarm of rats stripping a child's
I'll
body
have
from
him
bone to
talking.
half. I've heard worse. How long do you think it'll be before you talk? Before you beg to talk?
Rats? Is that the company you keep now, Admiral?
Let me in with
It's
him
the
for a
company you
few
keep that
minutes.
interests us so long. We know you painted a portrait of the Lord Regent's mistress, the very aristocrat who is funding the military with her fortune. She is the key to the Lord Regent's control over the city, and we must have her name.
Sorry, Admiral. I cannot help you.
Ah, well, open the container.
You're part of this rabble, but I know you have your reasons.
Yes, he does. All we need is the name of the Lord Regent's mistress. It's very simple.
I elect not to tell you. You will have to force the words from me, and I warn you, my willpower is quite legendary.
Yes, that's enough. Yeah, I've had it up to here with you. Let's see if the rats are feeling hungry for some Sokolov, shall we?
Sorry, Sokolov.
No, not rats. Stop! Stop! I will tell you what you need to know. I'm obliged to safeguard Dunwall's greatest intellectual asset. I can only tell you so much. I was not permitted to see her face or hear her full name. She called herself Lady Boyle. You see, I painted her from behind. I assure you, she still makes a striking portrait. But I do not know which Boyle she is. I was to be introduced to her at a masked ball in her honor this very night. But I will miss that party, it seems.
A masked ball at the Boyle estate. Tonight? The timing is perfect, Corvo. But the Boyles are wealthy and ruthless, so security will be very tight.
Of course. You already have a mask, don't you, Corvo?
Yes, you will be able to mingle with them once you're on the grounds. You'll have to find out which of the Boyle women is connected to the Lord Regent, and take her out whatever way you can devise. We're very close now. Corvo, if you do this tonight, we'll be able to strike at the Lord Regent himself and put Emily on the throne. May the wind favor you.
And you said you would never talk. Huh. That went
I hear you're off to
surprisingly
the Boyles'
well,
little bash
honestly.
tonight. I have just a tiny favor I'd like to ask you. Could you give this note to Lord Shaw? You'll know him. A rather brusque man wearing a wolf's mask. In fact, he may be looking for me.
Lord Shaw. Alright, I suppose I can do that for you. Just a little bit of delivery work. We get to be message boy for a while. Oh hey, Emily. Still don't have anything to say?
Have you ever been in a sea battle?
Of course.
Did you ever see pirates? And did you sink any?
Of course. Dozens. Oh yes. But that's
Wow.
not for young girls to hear of.
But I will be Empress, won't I? And then I'll have to sink lots of enemy ships myself. And that's what Empresses do.
Wow. That is... I just love some of the atmospheric storytelling and the dialogue stuff. Emily is just such a character. It's so amazing how she's just able to, basically with a few words, make everyone go along with her. But enough about that. We have a prior arrangement with a party. And a party guest to, shall we say, remove from the equation. And from what I'm hearing, the guest in question is the only thing standing between us and being in a position to remove the Lord Regent himself. So, no pressure or anything, right? Haha.